Hey there. Hi, everybody. It's Elaine, Real Talk with Elaine. And I am jumping on here. Y'all know me, I'm the middle of the night queen, right? So I think the time is it? Actually, it's 5:15 a.m. I actually was awakened at 3 o'clock with a phone call from one of my aunt who I am a caregiver for, and she never calls me that time in the morning, so I kind of got worried something was going on. But since I'm up, I figured let me come and say hello to everybody. It has been another really kind of crazy week. I have been battling illness again this week. And I know you guys are tired of hearing me talk about I've been sick, I've been sick, I've been sick. So if many of you remember, and for those of you who are new to my channel, thank you for joining me. My name is Elaine, and I am on a GLP1 experience journey, health journey, wellness journey, whatever you want to call it. That's where I'm here for. And I've been here since March of 2024. I started out when I had diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, and ended up going on this journey with Mounjaro to work on that particular issue, which has been really great. And now I also have obesity, a diagnosis of obesity. And so, with that being said, I have um, benefited from this medication in two ways. I have reduced my A1C, as well as I have lost, I have not lost, but we're learning this now. I have let go of almost 70 pounds, and I am extremely excited and still moving, scale still moving. We'll talk about that in a little bit too. Well, let me just try to give you guys kind of a recap of this week. As I said, I've been very sick. I know I sound nasally, so I do apologize for how that might come off on this video. But I think around last Thursday, no, I'm sorry. Um, yeah, around Friday before last, I think. I actually, and today is what, the 28th, I believe, of July. Um, Last Friday, I got sick and I started feeling really, really sick. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I'm saying the weekend before this one that just passed, because today is Monday. So I was feeling sick. By that Saturday, I was really, really sick and coughing. Could not stop coughing, just hacking, hacking, hacking. That took place for probably about 3, maybe 4 days before I actually decided to go to the doctor, which is weird because when you get sick, most people, the first thing they do is want to go to the doctor. But I just tend to have this, I want to suffer it out kind of thing. I hate going to the doctor. And so I was suffering it out until it was a point where my husband was almost like, look, we got to go to the ER one night. And I was like, no, I'm going to make it until the morning to go to urgent care. And I absolutely did, and discovered that I have asthma as an adult. And I forgot what it's called. I actually had a friend of mine that I used to go to church with years ago. She reached out to me because she saw I had posted it on Facebook. And she told me the name of it is something like cough something asthma. But I got to look it up. And it's interesting. Y'all, I'm telling you, if you go to the doctor, make sure that you are with physicians that will take time to share with you about your health. Because, I honestly went into, well, of course, I went into urgent care, but I also went to my primary care one day this week, too. And between urgent care and my primary care, I was just dumped like all these medications. I got 3 inhalers, um, one of which I still haven't picked up from CVS. Um, I got the albuterol, so y'all see that here, the albuterol inhaler. Um, I got benzonatate, which is for coughing or whatever. So I got benzonatate. I was placed on 50 milligrams of prednisone. So I'm on that. I think this is like the generic of Levaquin, but this is 750 milligrams of Levaquin antibiotic. And then Garfane, and I haven't really drank this at all. This has got codeine in it. I don't do well with codeine, but this is the cough syrup. I did take it one day, and that did like help my coughing immensely. But I mean, just meds, meds, meds. I'm tired of it. I'm over it. And as you can see, my lungs still aren't clear. So for anybody that has suffered with asthma and knows anything about asthma, this is all new for me. I just know I had a really bad asthma attack, and I think it was on Thursday this past week. So I guess the coughing, eventually my body couldn't take it anymore, and I just had a really bad asthma attack to the point I was home by myself and had to call my neighbor because I was scared. I was getting ready to die, literally, because I was, coughing up a lot of, stuff. And I don't want to get gross on here. But for those of you who have asthma, have kids that had asthma before, you probably know what I'm talking about. And so my neighbor actually grabbed an EMS worker who lived next door to her, because she lives on the other end of my cul-de-sac. And so I didn't even know the guy was an EMS, and they came running in here, and so got me kind of taken care of until I was able to get over to the urgent. My husband got home and took me to the urgent care. So I went to urgent care, and I did get a breathing treatment, which was amazing, because I felt for the first time in a week, I felt like could breathe, which I could. So we actually did that, and again got dumped all these medications. I'm still not my best at all. So what I hear from everybody is I do need to get a lot of rest, and so that's what I'm going to try to do. But I did want to come on here and just kind of catch you guys up with other developments that went on throughout this past week, and it wasn't too much because obviously I was sick, but I did have an engagement that I did not want to miss, because you guys know how much I love you and I love my GLP1 family. So I knew that Lorraine and Christopher Durham were coming here from the Downsized for an Obesity in Action conference, as well as several other members of our GLP1 community who would be joining. And they scheduled a DC meetup. And I live in the District, Maryland, Virginia area, DMV area. And so I said, oh, I want to go. So I was just so upset. And I was telling my husband, and I was like laying up here. Y'all know this is my famous couch where I lay on when I'm sick. And I was laying up here on the couch, and I said, I really want to go to the meetup. And he was like, well, you're not feeling well, and you don't really need to go. And I was like, please, can you take me? And so, I did the whole beg thing. And he was like, come on. So, and we had to go to Virginia because it was in Arlington, Virginia, which is about 45 minutes from where I live. And literally, I coughed all the way there and was almost going to turn around like twice. And we got to the hotel, and this was this was Wednesday evening, I believe. So this was actually before I had the full out asthma attack. So I apologize for that. So yeah, so this was Wednesday evening. And so I was like, I just didn't know what was going on with me, but I was like, I gotta go. I want to go. I want to see, the Downsized meetup, and I want to meet people and stuff. And so I did go, and I knew he told me we could only stay maybe 30, 45 minutes. I was good with that. I just wanted to go and say hello. And so we actually got there, and it was phenomenal. I loved it. And I actually stopped and got a medicine ball. I don't know if anybody's ever had a medicine ball from Starbucks, But I stopped and got a medicine ball, and that really held back my coughing a whole lot. Because I didn't want anybody to think I had COVID, because I didn't have COVID. I knew I didn't have COVID. I had done COVID tests already. But I actually, got my medicine ball from the Starbucks, which was right around the corner from the hotel that we had to meet up, and walked in there and had a just a I was just amazed just seeing everyone, and um just getting to know new people, getting to find out. I actually had and I want to give her a shout out. Her name is Nikki. So Nikki, if you're watching, I want to give you a shout out. She was like, I'm one of your supporters, and I was like, okay, subscribers or whatever, and I was like, okay. So I'm not big deal or anything on here. I'm just a little small content creator. And so to have a supporter at the Downsized meetup was just so cool, and so she made my day. And I met some new friends that definitely said that they're going to be joining us. Malika, I think that's your name. I think I'm pronouncing it right. Malika, Umu, all of you guys that I had a chance to actually meet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And of course, I got to meet the infamous King Darium. So if anybody knows Darium, Darium is like a massive supporter of several of our GLP content creators, as well as he moderates for the Downsized and several other content creators. So I am just that was the highlight of my evening, because Darium is extremely kind and generous, and just a wordsmith in terms of giving us advice and support through our channels. And I was delighted to meet him. He and my husband, they just had a great time talking, and I was just glad that that they had a chance to kind of meet up as well. But so that was that was the highlight of my week. I mean, besides being sick and all of that other stuff, that was kind of like one of the highlights of my week. And then later on, after I started feeling a little better, well, this weekend, I should say, on Saturday, and I'm going to show you guys some of the video next of the Wednesday night meetup. And so some of the highlight of the last part of my week was my husband and I actually went out on a date, and we haven't done that in a long time. And we went to a really nice place, and it was called Honcho House. So I did do a little bit of filming there. And Honcho House is a Black-owned restaurant in Hyattsville, Maryland, near the University of Maryland area. And we went there, and we were just like, yeah, let's just kind of get out. I was actually supposed to go there for my birthday last year and have a party, but they couldn't accommodate the number of people that were scheduled to come to my birthday celebration. So I put it off. It's almost a whole year again, because my birthday is in September. And I put it off. And so for some reason, my husband this weekend was like, look, we've been through a lot this week. You've been sick. Let's just go. Let's go and enjoy ourselves, and have a really nice, ritzy night. And we had a good time, y'all. We really did. From the time you walked in, they had you complimentary champagne, and you just, my husband ordered this big bone-in sirloin steak, and I had what do you call it? Oysters, char-grilled oysters. I thought they were going to taste more like the New Orleans style char-grilled oysters, but it wasn't too bad. But anyway, and then because I didn't want to eat a lot. I don't eat a lot, obviously. So I just had the char-grilled oysters, and then I think, what else did I get? Did I get, I can't even remember what I got. That's a shame. I know I had mashed potatoes with whatever it was that I had. I can't even think of what meat I had. Oh, I had a short rib, and it was a jerk short rib, and it was pretty decent. So I'll show you all those pictures, and so you can see a little bit of that in the video. And finally, I just kind of want to talk to you about what I did in terms of my shot this past week, because that's what you're here for, right? So I did, for those of you who know, last week I announced that I did take the 15. So I took the 15, and I told you how I was laid right here on the couch because I was already sick and then took the 15. I moved up to the 15. But this week, I took my shot on Saturday morning, this past Saturday morning, and I went back to 12.5. And I did think about it for a little bit, and not because I'd already been taxed on my body with feeling sick. I just didn't want to go through that again. So I made that decision for me. I'm not saying that you have to do that. I'm certainly not a medical professional, and nor did I even consult a medical professional about that. I think at this stage of our game, for those of us who've been on this medication for over a year or more, we know and kind of can gauge our bodies by where things are. So, no, I didn't call a doctor and say, should I go back down? And I know I don't want to hear in the comments, well, that was wrong. You should have done that, blah, blah, blah. Please, let me handle that. I honestly knew that I would be okay. And I went back down. I went down to 12.5. And I took a 12.5 for this week. And so, so far, so good. I don't feel like it's reacting to the illness that I'm already dealing with or anything. I felt I was able to eat today as, normal, and eat through it a little bit. But it's just simply it. Did get on a scale this week, and with me being back on prednisone, if you all remember, I was on it in May when I had bronchial pneumonia in May, and so now I'm back on prednisone, and so I was scared that the scale was going to go up, because I know it causes a lot of swelling too, sometimes, or I know with prednisone sometimes it can make you swell a little bit. And I already swelled with lymphedema. So I decided that I would, I did get on the scale, and I was down 1 pound from where I was last week. So last week I was 235. This week I came in at 234. So I was really happy to see that I lost a pound already. And I'm going to keep, anytime the scale moves in that downward direction, we're pretty happy, right? So I was pretty happy. But overall, it's just been that kind of week for me. So for those of you who do pray, please keep me prayed up, because I'm ready to be over this. I have not been able to get back in the gym. I'm kind of scared to do anything, that will put any kind of strain on me, because my chest took a hit, excuse me, with all of those days of just coughing, really kind of heavy coughing. So my chest, lots of my back still hurts. Everything hurts from just all of the stress I put on my body with all of the coughing and everything. But I'm feeling pretty good. I am going to go see a pulmonologist. I think that's what the correct term is. I am going to go and get a full workup. So don't worry. I do realize this is an important and concerning health issue, especially for adults with asthma. So I'm going to go and do that, and just continue to work on my health journey. So thank you for joining me. If you have not subscribed, I am up to 234 subscribers. I'm going to continue to be faithful over the small things, because I know God is going to bless me. And so So I'm faithful, but I just want to say thank you to all of those who have subscribed. For those who have, I know you've been like, Elaine ain't put a video out this week. I'm so sorry. And as I told you, I'm trying to push myself more into being more consistent. But I could not do much of anything this week. So I'm glad that I just got a chance to jump before you for a few minutes. Well, 20 some minutes and say hello. So miss you guys so much. Love you. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye.
This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made.
So we are at the DC Downsized Meetup. I hope it's okay that
I forgot she's a content. I forgot she's a content.
Yes, we at the DC Downsized Meetup. You okay with this, Christopher?
Of course, film away.
All right.
Here, I'll film too.
You're filming as well.
Are we going to be on your channel?
Hi, everybody. Wave to the camera.
Lorraine is so tiny.
She is so tiny.
Such a waif.
Oh my gosh, look at her.
You're my favorite. You're my favorite, Darren.
You are definitely tiny.
Such a waif. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's gonna blow away with the wind.
That's funny, Darian.
See who this famous man is. Look at this.
It's King Dario. Hey.
Lisa Craig.
You say you follow Alonda. What's your name again?
My name is Umu.
Umu?
Yes? Oh, perfect. You said it right.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay, Alonda, there's Umu, live and in person. One of your followers. Hi. I am on my way to a date night with Mr. Joe, hubby. He up here driving. He don't keep his eyes anywhere but on the road when he drives, so sorry. But we're on our way to a quick date night at Honcho House restaurant. And this is supposed to be a really nice restaurant. Now, I'm not really hungry, but I am. I was supposed to go to this restaurant last year for my birthday and did not get to go. And so we have forgotten all about it, honestly, that we're supposed to try to reschedule and go. So what better day to go? It's a really nice evening. We're going to try to make it over here, and I will share my experience with the Honcho House restaurant with all of you. I was just doing Honcho House. You want it? No problem. Oh.
I just need to grab another ding in that.
Okay, no problem. Is this one of them already? No, that's Jonas.
Wow.